My con story is about this guy that I met when I was in campus. So this is like 2010, 2009, around there. And it started randomly with a text message from an unknown number. So it was this person who was like looking for their friend. So they were like, oh, hi. I don't remember what name they called me. I was like, hi. I just got back from rehab, just trying to reconnect. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But sorry, I'm not the person you're looking for. Wrong number. So he goes like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I must have confused a digit or something. By the way, I'm so and so. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm Muthoni. So it was very awkward. Then he just suddenly started texting. He would talk about, I'm trying to reach my friends, but I can't. Maybe this is a sign from the universe. This is a sign that maybe we should get to know each other. So he would just talk to me. So I was like, okay, so what were you in rehab for? I was curious. So he told me about how he was in for, I think, cocaine. He was supposedly the son of some politician from some random part of the country. And he was coming back to Nairobi and wanted to reconnect with his friends from, I think, campus and school. So I was like, okay, cool. That's nice. Then out of nowhere, he just started texting me on a daily. Just be like, hi, how's your day? And I'm like, oh, it's cool. So it's like, today I was just thinking about I don't know what, and I thought, let me say hi. So I'm like, okay, thanks. That's nice of you. So he's sending me these text messages. And then at one point I was like, oh, did you ever find your friend? He goes like, no, unfortunately I wasn't able to get their contact. But it's okay because at least I got to meet you. So one time he says, oh, I'm in town. I'm in Nairobi, the CBD, because he wasn't like living in Nairobi according to the messages. So I was like, I'm in town and I thought I could say hi if you're okay with it. So my campus was in Tao. So I was like, okay, cool. Lunchtime, dash, say hello, go back. So it was a very quick hi-bye situation. So I remember I went to the Ambassador Hotel and I had a soda and we were there for like all of 10 minutes because I was just like, hey, because I was making it in a situation where if this guy is weird, I have to be able to just dash out. So I made sure it was like just a couple of minutes before my class. So I was like, I have a class in like, a couple of minutes. Just thought I'd say hi because you're around and also just put a face to the name. So it's like, it's okay. I'm just happy to see you. Blah, blah. Took my soda, parted ways. Nothing happened then. So I was like, cool. Again, texting, conversations here and there. Oh, you're very pretty. Your voice is beautiful. Thank you, by the way, it's true. So this goes on for like, I think another 2 weeks before he tells me he's in town. So this time around, he says, oh, I'll be in the CBD in the evening. I'm going to pick up something, he said, from his father's office, which is at World Business Center. So he's like, so maybe after your class, we can hang out and just chat a bit. So I was like, okay, sure. Because my last class on that day was like 5:30, 6-ish, 5:30. So after class, call, World Business Center. So he came wearing this suit, I guess, to convince me he's the son of a politician or something. And so we walked to World Business Center only to get there. And he goes like, okay, so the office is upstairs. Let me call. So he's calling and then he says his phone died. So he's like, can I use your phone to call? This phone was a phone I had saved up for months, writing jobs that were paying very little money. And I was so proud of it because it was that Samsung phone that was sliding up. Oh, you remember them? So I don't think anything of it. I'm like, yeah, sure, you can use my phone. Then he says, okay, just wait for me here. I didn't think of anything. I'm just like, cool, I'll wait for you here. And I watch him just walk up the stairs. I see him go. I'm waiting. And I'm like, okay, so where's this guy going? He's not coming back. So I walked into one of those boutiques down there. I met this guy. His name was Kim. I've never forgotten his name. So I was like, hey, I just helped someone with my phone. Can I call just to confirm they're coming back? This is after waiting for about 30, 40 minutes. I call and I'm Teja. And I'm like, okay. So I asked, okay, is there an office for it? He told me the name. So I was like, where's the office for blah, blah, blah? The guy is like, I don't know, ask the guard. So I asked the guard and the guard is like, that office doesn't exist here. I'm like, no, but I saw him go up. And then this guy tells me, but there's like another exit to this building. So he probably just went up and then used the back exit and left. And I was like, shit. That was my initial reaction. So I borrowed that guy's phone, Kim, and called my friend. And I was like, hey, I'm at World Business Center. And I think I just lost my phone. And he was like, okay, cool, I'm still in class. Let me come, and then we can talk. So my friend comes, and then I tell him what's happening. He's like, those ones, your phone was lost. I'm like, wait, this guy invested a whole month just to steal my phone? A whole entire month. And that was it. And even after I replaced my SIM card, all that number was disconnected from that point on. And that's how I lost that phone. Then there was another one, which was this was like, it happened within an hour. Again, a phone. So I lost the first phone, invested my money, and bought another phone. Now this is those LGs that used to flip up and had that QWERTY keypad. There was like a whole screen. Another. I love fancy phones. So one day I've left class. A class was cancelled, so I was going home early. Then I decided, okay, there's going to be traffic. Leaving Kencom, going out of the CBD. So I was like, it makes sense to just walk to GPO, get a matatu from GPO, and then just go home. So I decided to just walk. I had my earphones in, I was listening to music. I'm walking past and someone steps on my shoe, like the back of my shoe. I turned, kept walking. Again, a second time. Then a third. So now I turn and like, what? It's like, what's happening? It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's these shoes. They were wearing those sharpshooters. So I'm like, oh, okay. Just, be careful. And then he goes like, oh, by the way, what are you listening to? So I'm like, okay, this is like, oh no, just music. It's like, okay, cool. So I put my earphone back in and I walk. Then he steps on me again and goes like, man, sorry. And then he goes like, hey, my name is so-and-so and I'm a dancer. I'm like, cool. I cross the road and go to the bus stop. So this is GPO. So I'm waiting there for a bussy to come. Standing there waiting. Then this guy just comes and stands next to me. He's like, hey, so me, I'm a dancer. You, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a student. So where are you going? So you should be in class. And I'm like, oh God. He's like, no. I'm just going home because class ended early. So he's like, cool. You shouldn't go home early. You should just walk around Tao. Enjoy the view and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but I'm tired. Then he says, let me tell you a story. So all this is happening at this stage. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, so you know there's that song, what was the name of this? Kapungala. So he's like, I'm a dancer, and imagine that was my first video. So let me tell you how I got this video. So now he's telling me a story of how he auditioned, how he never believed in himself as a dancer until he auditioned for that video and he got in and he was like, yes, that's how you do it. You follow your dreams. So I'm like, okay, why is he telling me all this? Then he goes like, I'm now going for some auditions. So at this point, I used to act. I used to do theater. Or rather, I had an interest. I'd done one play. So he says, I'm going for some auditions. You look like you can be a dancer. So he goes like, instead of going home early, so you just go for the auditions there at Kenya Cinema. So I'm like, okay, I guess. So I say, we can just walk down. You see, it's like, stepping on you was a good thing in the first place. So we walk towards Kenya Cinema. Then, again, get to Kenya Cinema. Just at the entrance, he goes like, so I've been told the auditions are going to not be here, but you have to pick some forms over here. Then we go for the auditions, Sidri, where some other part of town. So I'm like, then me, I guess I'll just go home. He goes like, no. Follow your dreams. So I'm like, okay, this guy is more invested in my dreams than I am. Okay, let's just do this. So he goes like, crap, my phone just died. So I'm like, see, it's up here, you can just walk up. And he's like, no, I have to, there's a code I was sent that I have to show them before they give me the form. And Muthoni, again, just says, you can use my phone. So he takes my phone and goes like, give me a minute, let me just rush up. Walks in, and I was left there standing, waiting for my phone again. Oh, Muthoni, in campus. Was very dumb. And that's how I lost another phone. And at that point, from that moment, when people would tell me about their phones, I'd be like, here's a 10 bob, go to a simu ya jamii. I can't believe I lost 2 phones. Wow. Just like that. for following my dreams. I went home and pretended I didn't lose my phone. It's because I had invested so much, and my mom had, especially with the first one, my mom had helped by topping up to get that phone. And now I've lost it. I'm not about to tell my mom that, oh, there was this guy, especially a guy, an African mom, a guy that I was texting, and then he borrowed my phone. No, just pretended. I was like, nothing happened. And then I had a kabambe because, well, my mom wouldn't need to text me when we were together, so she never noticed. And then now I replaced the phone, so I told her I sold the other one to get an upgrade version, and then I lost that one as well. So okay, I wouldn't say be smart, because I think we're all smart. It's just like, watch out for those red flags, because they're there, and don't ignore them. And if at any moment in your gut you feel that something is off, because we all know it and then we just excuse it, we just brush it off. If you feel a tiny snippet of doubt, run, walk away, because this is Nairobi, so janjaruka usikwani.
Nimemwona ni yeye. Kwani huwezi tumia hiyo akili yako ndogo?
Mimi si Jackie Chan.
Mafia kuku.
Don't be on the lookout for Janjaruka series. It's on YouTube. Go to their channel. Just search Janjaruka series. There's a lot of stories over there. There's a TV show. Remember to subscribe to them. If you like it, give them a huge thumbs up on each video you watch. Binge it. That's what I'm doing. Give them a thumbs up. Tell your friends and your family, especially your family, because this is new. And people get conned every single day. Okay.